looks like this one Spine Crawler making his journey over to the other creep. I guess being a Spine Crawler would be pretty fun, you know, you get to just walk around sometimes. Get to peck at people all day. So anyways, looks like 2 more Hellions have joined up. They still do not have the blue flame. Looks like he's not planning to get the blue flame whatsoever. And, well, well, there's that one poke. Hellions just taking a bit of extra damage there. Nothing to worry about. Unit counting tab, we do have 24 drones to 26 SCVs and 2 mules. And it looks like he's just going for tanks now. Going straight into tanks, not getting to tank mode quite yet. Or siege mode, I should say. But, well, he's doing some pretty good harassment with these Hellions. I do wonder if he's going to be lifting off this command center or not. Looks like he's going to be playing a little bit safer, just waiting a little bit longer. Because right now, if Zerg wanted to, you can just build up a bunch of Zerglings and go ransack it. You know, because these Hellions that don't have the blue flame, they don't really have too much of a threat. You know, looks like this one Zergling is going to be getting out there alive. He's just watching the watchtower. Going to go check out that natural. Okay, so he knows that that's right there. I could have delayed it for like a second, but not a big deal either way. Bunch of SVs being transferred, and well, Zergling's just kind of running amok, taking the watchtowers, and the creep tumors kind of. All right, more Zerglings coming out, and Zerg's building up his tech a little bit. He's getting the Baneling Nest. He does have the lair that just finished, so I do believe that there's going to be a Spire. Nope, Roach Warren. So it looks like he's delaying the Spire a little bit just because, you know, he got up the expansion a little bit later, doesn't quite have the gas for it. Looks like he's even canceling that on, I don't know, maybe he's just not going to go Spire, just really needs some drones right now. You know, he spends that extra money on getting up those early Zerglings, and I don't really see a point behind it. You know, I feel like this is definitely a kind of a misstep here. You know, it's getting so many Zerglings that aren't really being used all that much. I mean, if you wanted to, I guess you really could do some kind of aggression, but I mean, he really needs to be quick about it. You know, like there's a lot of Marines here, lots of tanks. Tanks are about to get siege mode. Their siege mode's coming on the way now with Stim. So I mean, right now is the opportunity. He does not have Stim. He does not have combat shields. No medevacs. No siege mode. And it looks like Curse here, even pushing out a little bit, taking that watchtower, possibly just taking this other watchtower and pulling back, but. It does look like he's actually gearing up for a full attack, since Zerg does not really have that much. Banelings are being morphed here, and there really is enough Banelings for it, but you, well, I guess he could potentially defend this with these few Zerglings, but I mean, now that it's been spotted, I really just do not think so. And this Baneling's going to try to get the heck out of there. Roach is now out on the field, and you got to be quite careful. Apparently this one Marine just was afraid to be on the battlefield, wanted to get up in that medevac and survive. And, well, it looks like Jake Bake here. You're retreating for now. You know, you don't really want to attack in there and waste a bunch of guys. You want to attack as a whole, have a whole bunch of guys attack at once. So, I mean, waiting for the drones or waiting for more roaches, just pulling back, taking a little bit of extra damage on your buildings, to me is well worth it. You know, it's not like you're losing a hatchery. You know, just taking a little bit of extra damage from it. You know, you definitely do not want to lose the hatchery, of course, but, well. Excuse me, been a cough. So anyways, lots of roaches out here now, and I don't know, not much is going on. We have a lot of guys back at Cursed base. Cursed base. I don't know. How would you do that? Because it's like past tense, but it's, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's not a noun, so it's kind of weird. Anyways, let's see, what are these? Armory and engineering base. So it looks like Cursed is going to be getting up some some tech, where Jake Bake here going just good roaches, getting up some. Well, I do believe he's probably getting the no burrow yet. Okay, well he's getting the Overlord speed and the roach speed. Probably getting the burrow a little bit later once he gets the tunneling claws. If he does decide to go that route, of course. But the tricky thing is he's only on 2 bases here. It's 2 bases against 2 bases. Terran has a big lead on SCVs, 60 SCVs to 45 drones. And Jake Baker, you know, is forced to even get an in-base hatchery. There is a drop in the back here. It looks like the Zerglings have come to pick off like one guy. Alright, a couple guys, you know, but well, Roach is now on the field in the main here as well. And I just gotta keep a careful eye on that. You know, since he does not have Mutalisks, there's really not too much he can do against Drops. Drops are definitely going to be very potent, you know, against this kind of Zerg play. Now, I'm really curious to know when Jake Bake is going to be taking expansion. I mean, it looks like Cursed here just doing a good job keeping Marines at the hatch, you know, at these potential expansion spots. Zerg could definitely be taking out these rocks to say the least. I'm not really sure, you know, because Jake Bake, you know, he's just, you know, got out a lot of extra Zerglings, and now he's paying for it. You know, instead of defending with a couple of spine crawlers, he could have just put up like 4 spine crawlers instead of some Zerglings, and then he would have not lost much at all to Hellions instead of getting all those Zerglings roasted, which were pretty much drones that he could have had. And now his money's even really high, and while his money's high, he does not have as much food. And well, Chris here, you know, is doing. Well, it looks like he's going to have to take a third. Taking out these rocks. Bunch of guys, they do have the +1 attack. Tanks do not have anything yet, but he does have the armor on the way and the +1 attack for tanks as well. Banelings at 1-1, as well as the Zerglings. Roaches no plus attack. So I don't know. It's a pretty early game. Well, it's kind of mid game. I don't know. The upgrade's a little bit late, but not a big deal. Alright, so all these banelings coming in here, looks like they're going straight for the tanks, looking for where the Marines are. Apparently it doesn't even matter. He's just going to roll over everything. And, well, there's a bunch of roaches left here. At this point, I'd say definitely should just retreat, like, get the heck out of there. Yeah, because you do not want to engage these Marines. Those roaches are so-so against Marines, but he does not have enough to really clean them all up anyway, so, I mean, you might as well retreat. You killed all the tanks. I mean, that's really what they're there for, the tanks. To take the damage from the tanks, so that your Zerglings and Banelings can get in there, do some real good damage, and well, Jake Bake there just well, no, he's not ahead on the income front. It looks like he just spent all of his money, pretty much drained this huge army at the last seconds with that extra macro hatch. Now it looks like Jake Bake here is kind of all in here. You know, he does not have any production other than units. You know, he has a lot of banelings actually. He just really needs to take out this third, and is exactly what he looks like he's going to be doing. Taking out that third, and well, looks like Terran is heavily fortified here. It's pretty much a lot of everything. Okay, that is a sensor tower. I was going to wonder if that was another missile turret. And looks like Zerg's flanking in from the left. Coming in here with a lot of banelings. Now it looks like a lot of those banelings are cleaned up before they're even able to do a lot of damage, and Jake Bake gives the GG, knowing that he just was too behind after those, you know, he just did not have a third or anything like that, you know. If it's hard getting a third, or you know you're really behind. And so the score is 1 for EP, 2 for VP. And, well, VP just doing a good job cleaning up. We'll see if EP is able to send in another player that can take out Cursed and tie up the score. Apparently someone stuck into the game that wasn't supposed to be there. Uh-oh. Apparently Valkyrie, the guy they want to put in, isn't on the roster. It looks like it's either Fingo or Buttery. Both players very good. I believe Fingo is Grandmasters as well as Buttery. I know Buttery is. Jake Bake, he's Grandmasters as well. So Curse, I'm sure, probably is also. These players are just so good. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I'm not. I don't know. I'm just not up to speed right now. I feel like I'm just really slow. Like really tired. Yep, he is Grandmasters. A sub card. Apparently there are sub cards. So you can sub in players. Well, here's Fingo right at 100. Where's Jake Bake? Jake Bake, Jake Bake, Jake Bake. Right there. That's 111. Oh, here's Gimmicks, right at 48. There's the first guy that lost to that other guy. Oh, someone in Google is in Grandmasters. I don't know. I feel like the top players, it's really just a race for who can get the points. I don't know. Of course, if you better get the points faster, but I mean, I wouldn't say that it's like a big difference between these players. All these players are, so close in skill level. In terms of the ladder, I'm sure some of them play more than others to get them more points and whatnot. But I don't know. I think a lot of people just put too much into the ladder. They say, "Oh, you have less points than me, so I shouldn't have lost to you, and I should have played better." It's like, no, maybe you just, maybe you just played a little bit better. That one game, just play him another time, or see if if you lose a whole bunch to him, then maybe he's just better than you. People just put a lot of stock into it. Okay, apparently they are gonna sub. Huh. TQ Winter is like, why would you sub? You have both, Fingo and Buttery Llama are both on the roster. They're both here, and they want to still sub. Use a sub card for whatever reason. Interesting. I don't know. They might have a good reason for it. Maybe he just has a really good build that's really good against them or something. I don't know. Alright, so the maps left. CSL3 Crossfire, Tal'Darim Altar, Metalopolis, Shattered Temple, Typhon Peaks, Crevasse, and Terminus Re are the ones left. Let's see what they pick. It looks like Cursed is vetoing Tal'Darim. Okay, so Valkyrie is 72.